Hey guys, I'm here today with my February favorites for 2012, and it's going to be a shorter video today because, as you probably have noticed, I've been doing a different makeup look every day, so I haven't really had time to become overly attached to most of my products, like as far as eyeshadows and lipsticks and stuff. But I do have a couple favorites. Most of them are things I used every day, and then a few that I just used sometimes and found that they were my favorite looks were created with those. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into it, and hopefully it will be my shortest favorites video because usually they end up being pretty long. So I'll start with face products, I guess, because those were the things I use the same thing every day, so you probably already know what's coming. First one is my only purchase for the month that I actually purchased myself. I did get one thing as a gift. Sorry. My Revlon Age Defying Moisturizing Concealer, and I think I called this Age Defy all month, but sorry. In light, and it's really helped my skin a lot. I mean, I actually have a lot of acne right now, but you can't tell, and I'm not wearing foundation. This gives you a really high coverage, and I literally will take, like, not even a pea size, like smaller than a pea size out of this little nozzle on my hand, and then just use my finger to spread it out, and it's all I need for my whole face. It's really pigmented, really amazing, and it is a little bit moisturizing. It's not like putting on a really good moisturizer or something, but I found the reason I purchased this was because I was getting so sick of like having a really flaky looking face from my Ulta concealer kind of bringing out the flakes. So I happened to see this online at Ulta.com, and I was like, I need to try this. So I went into Target, happened to be there, and I was like, oh, let me check this out. And it wasn't like super expensive. It was like $9, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I think this is going to last me well because, as I said, I don't need very much a day. Other concealer this was a favorite last month, and it's my Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch concealer in Radiant. As you can see, pretty much out of this baby after 2 months of consistent use, like daily. Literally, these two babies were on me most every day. But yeah, I just really like that for under the eyes. It's another really pigmented drugstore concealer that's, you know, fairly decently priced. So those are really gems as far as drugstore concealer, and I'm lucky because I haven't purchased too many, but I found those pretty quick, and I'm loving that. Final thing as far as like everyday face wear is Fit Me powder. I like this, as I mentioned last month, because it gives me a little luminosity to my skin that I don't naturally have. So, you know, I'll just take a big fluffy brush after I do all that concealer stuff and just buff this everywhere, and it gives me enough coverage that I don't need a foundation generally. Some days it'd be quicker to have a foundation, but, you know, I don't have a good one, so I like these three things in combination for my daily face routine. Last thing I have that I use daily was my Maybelline Expert Wear in Blonde. And just, you know, I'll take a look right now. I'll take it, and just, it's a really light color, so I use a heavy hand, and it still isn't very dark at all. And I just use that to fill in my brows. I think I've found that since I started doing that, I've really just think everything comes together a little nicer. I'll move on to blush, I guess. I have my two from last month. I won't even go into detail about very much, but it's my e.l.f. Berry Mary, and I've actually found, sorry, I dropped something. This is my favorite color as far as, like, when I put this on my cheeks, I think it warms up my skin beautifully, gives me a nice glow. It's probably my favorite blush color. My other one is this NYX Cream Blush in Glow. I've actually made quite a dent in this. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Maybe, yeah, I think you can tell a little. I made quite a dent in that in 2 months. I just really like it. Now another cream blush that I got this month, where'd it go? It's one I got as a sample size, and I've used it like 6 times and still have a ton left, but it's my Urban Decay Afterglow Glide Cheek Tint Sample in Quickie. And once again, I've been falling down the job getting those reviews up. I haven't done any of my Urban Decay reviews yet on my vlog, but I'm planning on doing them very soon. This was actually the last product I tried, and I wanted to get a good feel for it before I did my reviews. So I'll be putting those up soon. I'm wearing this today. It's a little misleading because these are sheer. I don't know if you've heard of that. I mean, I think that's a good thing. It's good for some people. But this color in particular, because it's light, it doesn't tend to show up very well, which is a reason I would pick the next one over this. These are pretty similar. This one's a little warmer. This one's a little cooler, but which is why I feel like you could get away with both, but you probably don't need them. But this one is a much greasier feel. This one actually doesn't even really feel like a cream. I mean, it does, but it's like a drier cream. So it glides on just as easily as that one. Actually easier because it's not as thick and it's not greasy at all. So it glides on so beautifully. But I did have to wear 3 layers of this today to get this payoff, so you can imagine it's not easy, which is why I might recommend going for a darker shade like Crush or Greed or something rather than Quickie. But I do love this color just for a nice cooler pink on my cheeks, which I actually think this is quite flattering. I was actually asked today what blush I was wearing, so who knew, right? So yeah, further review coming up on that, but I do like that. I don't know if it's worth a lot of money because it's sheer, but it's a nice product if you get a sample size anyway. On to eyes now. Now I still love my color tattoos and use these fairly consistently, but I'm not mentioning it as a favorite this month just because I don't find they go with every look, and since I was mixing my looks so much this month, I found myself reaching for this much more, which is my... Alright, so hey guys, so I went away for a few seconds to, because people were walking around up here and making a lot of noise, so I was waiting for that to clear out. And while I did, I also accidentally took a 2-hour nap. So, yeah, my hair is a little bit weird now, and my makeup's probably all smudged, but that's okay. Let's push on. Get this done. Right, so what I was talking about before I went to sleep was, the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. I really like this. I love the formula. What I really love is the way it makes eyeshadow look, because it gives a slight shimmer. It makes any eyeshadow, I feel like, just look really polished for some reason. And last, of course, my one complaint for this, of course, is the packaging. I don't find you can get your product out very well. I'm really glad they switched to it too. As far as actual eyeshadows, I have, of course, some Urban Decay up in here. But first I'll start with, I guess, drugstore things. My L'Oreal Infallible and Amber Rush, pinkish golden color, like that. I wear that quite a lot actually. I like that. It's really easy to put on, so it's good when you're in a rush. And then, once again, my Wet n Wild Greed palette, the peach color. Use that color like constantly actually. It just goes with everything. Sorry. And I really like it. A similar type color in that it goes with everything is this Pebble by e.l.f. Got this back in my Christmas haul. Didn't like it as much at the time, but I really love it now. This month I loved it. I like to use it on my eye when I'm not doing anything down there. I used it all over my lid once, or twice, which I actually really enjoyed. That all over my lid, surprisingly, and then also just like crease work when I want a matte crease, so that's nice. And then my last drugstore type thing is just my NYX trio. In general, I love this trio, Rock and Roll, but I'm talking about just this highlight color. Again, like the cream blush I've actually made by NYX, I've actually made quite a dent in this, although I don't think you can tell, because it's my favorite highlight. I didn't wear, unless I was using another palette already for my looks, so I didn't want to get this out. I use this like for my highlight every day, because I just love that it's satiny, it gives a glow, but not a shimmer, so it's like perfect. And now onto the Urban Decay. There were a couple of shades in my 2 palettes here, and also my single. I mean, I'm not really going to talk about the colors so much, because even though I love them, it's just like, you know, a bright blue like Dashiki isn't that practical for everyday use, but I mean, I like it, but I'm going to talk about the ones that I just think I'm going to be using constantly, or at least fairly often. My favorite two, actually both of these are a surprise to me. These were colors I did not think I was using a lot, but it's Beige. I don't know if I did anything on that finger. And Sin. Which actually I don't like the way Sin swatches, but I love the way it looks in the eye. These colors are just really good natural. And the other 2 colors in here that, I mean, I like all this palette except for Ozzy. This palette in general I just love, but I really like Woodstock. I'm wearing that on my crease today. I just think it's a very wearable color. And I'm actually wearing a little bit of Psychedelic Sister as well. So these are kind of my more fun colors that I feel are just wearable enough that I will wear these a lot. Roller Girl palette, I actually didn't find myself reaching for this. I thought this would be the one that I'd love so much, but I mean, I love Woodstock obviously. I like all these colors, but just to be honest, I didn't find myself reaching for Verve and Suspect that much. Although Verve is the most gorgeous thing. It's just such a pretty eyeshadow. I just didn't find myself reaching for it nearly as much as I assumed I would. another surprise one for me was Dark Horse, because that looks really dark and just not flattering. And Swash, it's not flattering, but when you just put it along your crease, it's a really buildable dark brown, so it can go with like any look because it's so buildable. It doesn't start off very dark, which is nice. As far as liner, I got two, I'll start from base. I have NYX Gem Eye Pencil in Yogurt. I was using both my Gem Eye pencils some this month, but that one's in Yogurt, and I should have mentioned this during the base part, so sorry. But I would just take my Urban Decay Primer Potion, put this on, and then put the thin on, and that's what I wore like every time on the weekends, like when I didn't wear makeup, I pretty much wore it like every day just for like a quick look. So I got two Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencils. I got Whiskey and this one right here, which is my favorite of the two, so I thought this would be the one I'd share, which is Oil Slick. It's just a shimmery black, which I know those aren't usually recommended for your waterline, but I love it for my waterline. It's just enough black so where it's pretty dark for me, but like, I don't like black eyeliner, but I like this. And then liquid liner, of course, Maybelline Line Stiletto. Use this one. I really want liquid liner. I didn't use anything else really, and I'm wearing it today. Just that. I like it when I don't want to do line on the bottom, especially. Is my mascara, which of course I still use my Lash Blast Luxe. Still love that. But I do want to mention my new mascara, which is I got this for Valentine's Day. The way my family does it is that my brother and I each get a gift under $10, and we all get candy to share. So I chose to get my Maybelline Legal Lengths because I wanted to try a new mascara, and this one looked interesting to me, and I really like it. I'm only wearing that on my top lash line because I don't wear it on the bottom at all so much. And this is great when I want like a quick look, when I'm in a hurry, or I just really want a less intense look. Just pop this 2 coats of this on my top, and it just really brightens up my eyes. As far as lips, I did mix my lip products like daily. I mean, like I wasn't very stuck on any particular product, but I'll go ahead and tell you about some of the ones that I enjoyed. At the beginning of the month, I was reaching for my baby lips a lot more than I had for a while, which is this one's in Pink Punch. And then I love that, but I also just today wore Peach Kiss, and I forgot how, this one's probably much more moisturizing than Pink Punch to me. It's just the most moisturizing lip product I own, so I really want to start reaching for this more because I love it. The color is not necessarily my very favorite, but I love the moisture so much. Revlon Lip Butter. I didn't use Tutti Frutti too much, but I used Sugar Plum a few times. I like these, as I mentioned. I prefer the baby lips, and I think prefer the Rimmel Moisture Renew as well, but I did find myself reaching for that a lot, so I wanted to mention that's a good lip product. Obviously, everyone's heard about those, though. And then Rimmel Moisture Renew lipsticks, and the that I really was using, I used this one a ton because it just goes with like everything, so I found that it was kind of getting repetitive using this, but it's Summer Angel. And then also, since I've been kind of in the mood for spring, I've been wearing this one a little more recently, which is Pink Star. Lip gloss wise, I have two I like. Of course, my Rimmel Moisture Renewal lip gloss in Pink Benefit. Talked about that last month, so probably won't talk about it this time. It's just good for everyday. It goes with everything. And then when I wanted a pink look, this was my only new lip product this month, and I love it. It's my Urban Decay Lip Junkie and Crush, a little sample. These are pretty expensive, but I got the sample with my palette, and I have to say I really love it. It goes on so smooth, and the flavor is like a sweet mint that's just really refreshing, and I feel like it's really refreshing tasting as well, even though you don't really eat it. And the color is just a beautiful pink, so I would consider purchasing this just because I love it so much. I can't imagine when I run out, I'll probably have to go get myself one because I really like that. Nail polish, I've had two favorites. The first is the one I'm wearing right now, which I don't know if you can tell, it's a little chipped, but not too bad, like considering I've had it on for quite a while. This is the Revlon and Creme Brulee. It's my first Revlon one, but I just really, this color attracted me because it's kind of like a rose gold. Kind of, you can tell it looks just like it does in the bottle. Just a gold neutral, but it kind of looks rose gold in certain angles. I just love this because as it chips away, it's not as noticeable as most colors because it's a nude, which for some people you like so, but I don't do my nail polish more than like one every week and a half, 2 weeks, so for me that's pretty good. The other one, this one is so amazing. I wore this at the start of the month. This is Sally Hansen in Pedal to the Metal. If you reference my earlier, like, February Fevers and my, like, Valentine's Day looks, you'll see this. It's just like a gunmetal, but it also, what's interesting that sets it apart from other ones is it's just got like a purple tone. With one coat you get more purple tone, and then it gets more gunmetal when you add more. And then I've rediscovered my love for Aussie, which it's been a while since I've really been into Aussie. I mean, I've used them, but Aussie Sprunge, I've been liking this. Just what I'll do with this, I guess I'll go ahead and use a little. I'd spray it on my fingers like that, and then I just like comb it through my hair, and it would just kind of get rid of frizz, and it does leave it a little crunchy, so that's why I like to use my fingers, because it doesn't get as much so. But my all-time favorite, not all-time favorite, but my favorite for this month definitely has been Awesome Volume Styling Mousse. I've just, it's that moussey one, and I just spray it in my hands and scrunch my hair upside down, and I've been loving that for days when my hair looks horrible, because it ends up looking really nice. I really like the look of that. So I'll go into real quick a few fashion and jewelry type things I've been loving. Another favorite that I almost forgot, JCPenney, guys. This is going to sound weird, but I've never been to JCPenney before. Or if I have, I don't remember. I went the same day I went to Forever 21, and why did nobody tell me about this? Like, they have so many great sales now. I think that stuff I got on sale was probably from last season, but to be honest, I don't really care. Like, I don't really care if it's last season or whatever. If it's cute, I'm going to get it. And it was like $2 per top, and I got 4, so it was like $8, and I got 4 really cute fashionable tops, 2 of which were Awesome Boys, so that's so exciting. And also, I don't know about all JCPenney's, but mine has a Sephora in it, so I can go like drool over Urban Decay and Stila and Too Faced and Makeup Forever stuff and Tarte, and then go over and buy some $2 tops, like, after I spend all my money on makeup. So it's a perfect balance. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what your favorites are below, or video responses, and I hope you guys enjoy February as much as I did, and I look forward to doing more stuff on this channel in March. Okay, bye guys. Hey guys, I'm here today with my February. Hey guys, I'm here today with my February. Oh my gosh, take 3. Okay, primer potion. I'll continue in a little while. Just feathers, leaves, flowers. Get it at me right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that was horrible, but yeah.